In this video, we're going to be using MacDuffs Soap Co. Coast to Coast and the RazoRock Hawk version 3 with the A plate. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back to another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And before we get too far into the video today, I want to tell you about a charity effort that I'm partnering with the Razor Company on. And this one is a special soap that will be on sale Saturday, August 7th, and it's called The Warrior, and it's by Shannon Soaps. Now, what I want to do is take a moment to put something on the screen here. I ask you to pause and please read this copy, and I think you will be moved by this. This is to support our very good friend Kim. I'm going to pop it on the screen for you right now. And all right, I hope you were moved by that, and I hope on Saturday, August 7th, you will consider picking up The Warrior by Shannon Soaps to help our good friend Kim. All right, let's get into the shave today, or first the products. Today we're going to be using MacDuffs Soap Co. Coast to Coast, and this is a very interesting scent. I like it. I don't think I've ever smelled anything like it. It's very nice. It has, well, first let me put the notes for you on the screen. I love ginger, so that's one of the things that, to me, ginger often gives things a certain effervescence. So to me, this smells like sort of like ginger ale if you mixed maybe some darker elements into it. So you have the ginger ale, you have maple syrup, Canadian rye whiskey, spice, and that's exactly what it smells like. And it might sound like an odd combination, but I think it works. It's kind of like a dark ginger ale. I like it. It almost has an effervescence to it. Scent strength is right at medium. I actually like the way this smells because it's so unusual. I don't think I've ever smelled anything like it. So if you're looking for something completely different, MacDuffs Soap Company Coast to Coast might hit the spot for you. I got this at the Razor Company, and the cost was $19.99 for 4.23 ounces, which is a fair price of $4.72 on a cost chart. This is the vegan 4 base, which is tallow. I'll put the ingredients for you on the screen right there. Really interesting scent on this soap, and the consistency of it is it's pretty soft, but it's not super soft, and it's certainly not goopy or anything like that. So I like the consistency on this particular soap, and we shall set that aside. And today we're going to be using, for the first time, this is the RazoRock Hawk version 3 with the A plate. Now, you've seen me use the RazoRock Hawk with the standard plate before. This one, according to RazoRock, is their most aggressive Hawk plate. This goes for sale, or it retails for $69.99 on Italian Barber. It's made in Canada. It's 316L stainless steel. And again, Italian Barber said this is their most efficient version of the Hawk. So we will put that to the test today. And at some point, we will compare the Hawk with the A plate and the regular standard Hawk side by side. All right, let's get into it today. We're looking forward to doing the shave. And most of the products today are Canadian, by the way. Just sort of worked out that way. I said, hey, let's use some Canadian stuff, you know. It's always good stuff. The brush for today is the RazoRock 400, which is Canadian. Now, the bowl is not Canadian. It's our Captain's Choice bowl. The soap lathered really well with no problem whatsoever. I've had no quality issues with MacDuffs. I think this is my third soap from MacDuffs. I've had no problems really lathering it. It definitely is a good quality soap. If you've been thinking about trying MacDuffs and you're like, oh, you know, is that soap decent? Yes, it is. It's quite decent indeed. Quality-wise, I don't think you have anything to worry about in terms of quality. Lathers nicely. And this one, the scent on this, you know, I'm not sure this scent will be a home run for everyone, but this is definitely a keeper for me. And I was just saying in my last MacDuff video, I was looking for a scent from MacDuffs that, you know, kind of stands out. And to me, this one does. But again, I'm not sure that this would appeal to every single person because it's very different. And it depends on what, you know, you enjoy. In sense, it's not quite gourmandy although it is a little, it's not far into that realm. It's a very interesting scent. It's kind of hard for me to describe, to tell you the truth. But just think of a dark ginger ale, lack of a better way of describing it. All right. So the Hawk here uses Artist Club blades, which are quite wide. And this particular blade is the Feather Professional. And let's see how the Hawk feels. And that feels very nice and smooth. And I think I am feeling a little more blade than than I do when I use the standard Hawk blade. I don't know how much different it is. It still, to me, does not feel threatening. However, I remind you, I do like efficient razors, so my preference is to feel a little blade. I don't know if the A plate here puts this in the very aggressive sort of range or not, but I can definitely feel more blade. So if you thought the standard plate was too mild for you, this one certainly has more blade feel. I can feel that. That is apparent. I think a gentleman the other day commented that he thought this razor was still mild. I would not put this razor in the mild category. I'm getting enough blade feel here to where it is definitely, for me, and again, I'm someone who prefers efficient razors and blade feel. This is in the upper range of medium at the very least. Whether it's full into the aggressive sort of category, I'm not sure, but it is definitely in that high end of medium at a bare minimum, and it's nice and smooth. That is very, very nice indeed. And the MacDuffs is providing wonderful slickness here, and so we're really enjoying that. I got to tell you, the other night on Real Talk, it was an emotional day for me. We'd gotten some news about my mother and the severity of her leukemia, which is advanced. And also we'd gotten word that she might not be able to do bone marrow transplant, or likely would not be able to, which would be one of the most effective treatments. And it was a bummer, it really was. So when I was trying to read that copy on Real Talk for Kim the other night, I was really emotional about it because I had all that stuff going on. I'm thinking about Kim, as well. And I tell you, I'm really touched by the Razor Company's effort here. Jason, we talked on the phone a couple of weeks about it, and I said, hey man, I am in. We help people out, we lift people up. That's what we do in this community. And this type of thing always makes me very proud to be a member of the community, where we all pitch in and we do our part to help someone who needs our help. And so I hope you will consider again, and I don't, you know me, I always say, I don't ever ask you to buy anything, or if I do, I will make that clear. Today, I'm saying, if you can, if it's possible, if you can help Kim by buying that soap, please do. I don't make a penny on this at all in any way, shape, or form, nor does the Razor Company, right? So everything goes to Kim. So if you can pick up the Warrior, even if you don't like the scent, I hope you'll be part of helping someone. It will feel good. Trust me, you'll feel good doing so. It's always up to you, but this is one of those cases where I'm saying, yeah, this is a time now to help if you can. And if you can't, I would hope that at least you can say some kind words for Kim. Keep Kim in your thoughts and prayers. Send good vibes, whatever it is that you believe in, or however you appeal for goodness or help. Please send that to Kim and for my family as well, please. I would appreciate that. But anyway, it was an emotional thing trying to read that copy, because I was very touched by that, and I was thinking about what's going on in my situation as well. We're going to go 2 passes today, and then we'll sort of do a little bit on residual. But man, that was tough. So if you haven't seen that Real Talk, you can check that out. But understand that's what was going on. That's why it was so emotional. I tell you what, the razor company has made a lifelong customer in me. The type of things that they do, just even knowing that Kim is in this situation, being aware, and I don't know. I'm really touched by that, you know, and it really means a lot to me, and it says something really nice about this community when you have people who do things like that. And also Shannon's for, you know, making the soap. We really appreciate them stepping in and doing that as well. And most importantly, I'm going to say I'm appreciating all of you who grabbed that soap on Saturday, August 7th. And as it gets closer, we'll make the time and all that known to you. And perhaps if we can get a link, you know, we will get that out. So thank you very, very much. I really appreciate you all. Just want you to know that you really mean a lot to me, and I hope you will help us help Kim. Thank you. I can't say that enough. All right, let's get back to shaving here. The Hawk V3, yeah, it's definitely efficient. I don't know if it gets quite into the really aggressive range, but it's definitely at least, I think for normal folks, this is going to be at least medium aggressive. It is not mild, in my opinion. But keep in mind, even what people consider mild versus aggressive, you know, it's somewhat subjective. So it is a really good shaver. It is a very good value. I tell you, the stainless steel offerings from RazoRock are just hard to beat. I don't know how they do it. I love that they've always been committed to value. That's always been RazoRock's thing. I really, really appreciate that. Yes, I use some expensive razors, but I tell you what, I love using these great value razors too. It's always made me happy to use a razor like this that's, you know, this is $70, you know, and I remember when they first released the Hawk, it was during when the Rona was really, you know, kicked off, and it was very, very hard for people and tight, and it was even cheaper. And they were like, hey, for a time, we're going to sell this even cheaper because we know, you know, funds are tight for people, and they were selling it for $59, I think, originally. And they said, you know, that was sort of a limited time thing, and I appreciated that, you know. That was awesome. But I tell you what, even at $69.99, this is a really good shaver. And for me, the Hawk, as far as single edge razors, Artist Club style, the Hawk is second only to the Vector, which is my absolute favorite. But this is still a very good shaver. It's second only to the Hawk, and that's saying something, you know. This is a really nice razor, and I think the A plate is perfect for me. It just feels fantastic. You know, enough blade feel, but not super menacing for me. Not really menacing at all for me, but you know, I try to think about what other people might think about this razor. And because the blade gap on this has been increased, that's why, I believe that's what they said. That's why it's a little more efficient / aggressive, whatever term you want to use. And I tell you what, it has hit the spot today. Nice shave. I've really enjoyed this. All right, let me rinse, then we'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back in off cam. We did a warm water rinse to remove the soap, and then we applied our alum. No stinging, so that was a super smooth shave following the alum. We did a cool water rinse and then toweled off with our Lancaster towel prior to putting on the Thayer's. This is Cucumber Witch Hazel. Magic, because it's made by witches. I had an excellent shave today with MacDuffs Soap Co. Coast to Coast. This is an unusual scent that I like a lot. It lathers well. This one was a thumbs up for me. I really enjoyed this one. But again, I'm not sure this scent would be a home run for everyone. It's one of those that, you know, if ginger ale, dark ginger ale sounds good, you might like it. If that doesn't sound good to you, then, you know, this might not be one for you. But it is a winner for me. I think it's a keeper. I enjoyed it. Our RazoRock Hawk version 3 with the A plate is definitely a keeper. I absolutely enjoyed using this razor. Again, $69.99, terrific value, 316 stainless steel. It's really hard to beat. Terrific shaver. And we will use this up against the regular standard razor at some point so we can get a feel for the difference in the level of efficiency. So that should be fun. We used our Captain's Choice lathering ball, of course, and we used the RazoRock 400 brush here, which is sitting in our Lancaster RazoRworks brush soaking mug, or whatever you want to call that. Man, I really had an enjoyable shave today, and we're going to close it out with an aftershave that is most enjoyable. That is First Canadian Shave, Notorious, absolutely beautiful. It doesn't smell like the soap, but man, I just wanted to use it today because this stuff is just the stuff. And our mostly Canadian shave today has been fantastic, and you all have been fantastic as well. Thanks so much for coming. I really appreciate you. It's really a pleasure, and it's an honor to share these shaves with you every day. I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.